What's going on, everybody? We are coming to you live from Farmington Hills, Michigan at Take a Chance Records. I'm Will, a.k.a. Siren. We got Nate over here.
Yes, sir.
This is episode 64. Yeah, that's what I thought. And he was episode 30.
Like 3 or something like that? 32? Yeah, in the 30s.
Did we
somewhere.
go? He was episode 32, and then he's episode 64. We went like a full another 32 episodes and got him on. That's crazy.
Welcome back to the pod.
RBJ.
Yeah, we got RBJ in the building.
Now, this is their first time seeing him on our podcast.
Yeah.
Because we lost the footage last time. But we knew we had to get him back on, especially because of that. But yeah, how you feeling, Brody?
Stirred as hell.
Yeah, I feel you.
How y'all been, man?
You've been grinding this year.
For sure.
2024 has been a big year for RBJ.
For sure.
In fact, when we did the 50th, the 50th, we were talking about like who's been doing their thing in 2024 and stuff. And I said, honestly, there are 2 people that I always see promote themselves from here. It's Frank and it's RBJ. Those are the 2 I always see on my social media.
He does be putting in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You be doing cover arts too.
Yeah. I still do.
Do you?
This should be getting irritating sometimes.
Oh, no, I feel you.
Lie.
Yeah.
What's new, man?
Shit,
been a minute.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in like a little promo bag trying to get my, fans up and shit. I ain't really been recording no shit new for real.
Yeah.
But you have something coming. Or did you just drop something?
He just dropped.
Yeah, you just dropped.
I dropped a tape called Let Me Vent to You. It got taken down, but that bitch coming back up on the 25th.
Okay.
And I dropped a EP just a minute ago. That bitch back up too. It's called RBJ.
Why did that go down?
Beat situation. Had to clear that
Classic.
shit.
Yeah.
Classic.
Zendam ran into that a couple weeks ago. Yeah. With the EP though, you used us in one of the snippets.
Oh yeah.
You used our audio.
All I was doing in class was just writing music.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wasn't paying attention to shit.
Yeah.
So
Homie said this shit's plan A. He said it was
Really?
going
man,
on.
like I stopped giving a fuck.
Nightmares inside of your sleep and never had mine. Alright, poetry for the bad times. Okay.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
What made you want to put that in there?
Cause of the just what I said.
Yeah.
Like about the grinding in music and like the reason I dropped out is because of music.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Remind me, how old are you again?
22.
22. Okay.
Right below us.
Okay.
With the snippet and stuff, I was thinking about this. Like, that's so smart. I don't know if anyone's used one of our
From the
clips
pod?
besides Chance. That's the only one.
I think Kuz has as well.
Has Kuz?
Yeah, I think so.
Chance used. I remember he used Erica's episode for one of his albums, and then you said Kuz.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was a really smart idea, and I think it's cool because it was just like, oh, that's
Give
us.
us a little shout
we
out.
got a little tag.
I be trying to think outside the box, like different shit to do.
Yeah.
I mean, your music is very different. Like you got
So,
the way you. How do I want to put this? The way you like enunciate, the way your voice gets high, and the way you can go low and stuff is crazy. I've never heard anything
He
like it.
he projects it in like certain pockets.
Yeah, it's insane.
recently though, cause I've been in a lot of music reviews, like on TikTok or YouTube and shit. It'd be a few niggas that be like, he rap too loud or he too loud. I just be like, or they compare me to like, it'd be the same people they compare me to. It'd be like Polo G.
I was about to say Polo G.
I was like, bro, that shit don't even make sense.
I see it. Definitely, like the first couple times I heard you, I definitely heard Polo G.
Yeah,
but
I can hear it a little bit.
you have changed a lot. It's not the style of your rap. It's more like you can hear it in your voice. Like you guys got like I kind of hear him in your voice. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I also think he's grown away from it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Obviously, with more experience, that's going to come
Facts.
too. I know this isn't really music related, but I want to talk about the Lions. Are you a Lions fan? Are you a football fan?
Not for real, but I have kept up a little bit this season, and I did watch that game.
Yeah. For those that don't know, like we are, how many days? It was
2.
Sunday. Yeah. Oh, yeah, 2. It was that Saturday. From when the Lions lost to the Commanders, and it broke an entire city's heart, like collectively together.
Man,
Hey.
lost the Lions and TikTok in the same day.
And as of 45 minutes ago, the Lions lost their offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson signs with the Chicago Bears.
Here, I was like, damn.
Oh, yeah, broke my heart. But hey, we still got Dan Campbell. Still got Jahmyr Gibbs.
We still got the guys, but
We still got St. Brown. Like, we still got our guys.
that's a tough loss.
And then I ain't gonna lie though, it hurt me too because Lamar lost.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
true.
you're a Ravens fan or just a Lamar
I'm a
fan?
Lamar guy.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
I kind of want to see him win a chip.
Did you see how they lost though?
Yeah, bro. So
Mark Andrews.
I love Mark
Drop.
Andrews,
ain't
too.
that they tight end?
Yeah.
That nigga so, bro.
He's a
That nigga
monster,
so,
too.
bro.
That's
I
what
know.
sucks.
And then I see
know.
people try to blame Lamar. I'm like, bro, if bro would have just caught the ball,
Like, his,
Well, all right, they still would have had to go to overtime and then
If-
still win that game.
Yeah.
But like either way,
Lamar.
But that's what
would've-
sucks.
would've been a
Lamar would've
better-
clutched that bitch though.
like Mark Andrews, for those that don't know, since he's been in the league, he's probably been a top 10 tight end.
oh yeah,
And that's what he's going to be remembered for now, is dropping that
It's
ball.
not even that though. I think it was like the drive before that he fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
Ooh, so he just had a rough game altogether.
Hell yeah, bro.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't watched any other playoff football after the Lions lost.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, nope, I'm good.
no. So I had a Mark Andrews on my dynasty football team.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up trading him away or whatever. And obviously dynasties like you roll over with the same squad the next year, like. And I ended up picking up Isaiah Likely off the waivers just because I was like, oh, he's young, he'll be Mark Andrews' replacement.
Where's he at?
He's Baltimore.
Yeah.
And when I saw Mark Andrews drop that, well, Likely got the touchdown before that, and then Mark Andrews dropped it. I texted my buddy, the one that I was talking to about Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews and whatnot. I go, that was Mark Andrews' last play as a Raven, or like of his career, just like being sarcastic. And then I was like, it's time for my guy Likely to step up and be the tight end number one.
It
But
might be. Like, that's what kind of sucks. Low key, back to the Lions. Like, I know we're saying on football, but back to the Lions. I had a conversation like with my family after we lost. And I was just sitting there, and it was really hard for me not to put the blame on somebody that lost us the game.
who? Goff?
To be honest, I think 3 interceptions and a fumble like that.
Well,
doesn't-
I thought he only had 2 interceptions.
He
Then
had 2
J-Mo,
and then J-Mo.
threw
Yeah,
the one.
you're
All right,
right.
what were we thinking with the J-Mo play call, dude? Like, come on.
Dan.
I seen that shit. I was like, yeah, they selling.
But the thing is like that's our. I just don't get in that scenario. Like, it worked earlier when they gave J-Mo that run and he ran it all the way back and scored. Like, that was dope. But
Yeah.
like, why are we having him throw the
But-
ball?
My thing is, you see St. Brown triple covered.
Yeah. And you
Leave it
still
to
throw
J-Mo to still throw it
Just
when
throw
he
it
could have
out of
just
bounds.
he could have just ran that ball or
Or
either
thrown it, yeah.
got out of bounds, whatever. Like, to throw that, I'm sitting there. I was watching. I'm just like, what are we doing? Right? Like, I understand the trick plays. We've been doing it all year and
Yeah.
they work and whatnot. But like, dude, I was so heated when I saw
it's
Jameson
rough.
Williams going to throw it back.
Same old. Someone said same old Lions.
Yeah,
Oh man. Hey, we got the Pistons now though. They're called.
yeah. Pistons are on the up and coming right
So
now.
are the Wings, and low key, so are the Tigers.
Yeah.
Tigers had a good year.
I mean, before we got on camera, you guys were talking a little bit about it when I was in the bathroom. I heard you guys saying some stuff, but I know he's a big wrestling guy,
Oh, yeah,
big
yeah.
wrestling fan. So if
Raw
the
on
WWE
Netflix.
on Netflix, yeah, how do we feel about that? Wait, real quick, how is it live on Netflix compared to say the Paul and Tyson fight? Because remember how the streaming was like terrible for that?
Yeah.
How have they corrected the bugs or like fixed that problem? Like, is it
Well,
better?
I heard the main reason for that is because like it was too many people on that bitch. Like,
Right.
it was like 60 million.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be that much
for
WWE.
Raw? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the Tyson, I think that was like their second event Netflix had done live like
No,
that.
Yeah.
I
No, I
think
think that was the first.
Yeah, that was the first.
Well, they had
Yeah.
that.
And
They had that food eating contest with Joey Chestnut and like his rival.
Oh,
They did
okay.
that like a month
the
before.
Nathan's hot dog
Yeah,
eating
yeah,
contest
yeah.
or whatever.
Well, he got banned from that. So then
What?
Netflix paid him like a shit ton of money to do their own thing on Netflix.
When you're too good at eating hot dogs,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, you can't come back here.
So after Tyson was horrible. That was so. It was not the. I'm not talking about the fight. The fight was bad, but like the streaming was terrible, and I was going into Raw being like, this is gonna be the exact same way, and it was fine. It was
Yeah.
just like watching it on USA on
Yeah.
cable rather than on Netflix. Only difference is they're gonna Netflix it. Like, it's gonna be a lot more like cinematic backstage. If you have captions on and the wrestlers say something in the ring, the captions show up.
Oh, really?
Like what they're saying. So they're making it a lot more real, I guess.
Yeah.
So they can get away with a lot more on Netflix, you
yeah.
think, like compared to just normal?
They can cuss on Netflix.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you think they can get away with a lot more and, like, do a lot more than they would be able to for, like, the average, like, just cable stream?
Well, I also heard that a big reason that, like, for example, like if DX did something stupid back in the day, Vince would get pissed at them, even though it was funny and entertaining because the sponsorships were pissed.
Right.
When you're on Netflix, I don't give a fuck what the sponsors say. It doesn't matter. Like Netflix
is
paying.
the sponsor.
We already got the
Yeah.
money. Like we're already here.
Yeah.
And WWE has sponsors on the mat now. Like they
that
got
shit trash, bro.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's so
really?
stupid.
So it's like the UFC, how they have,
Yeah.
like, the...
So dumb.
What?
So stupid.
And it's the mat is black.
Yeah.
And then it's
I'm raw.
all these logos, big ass Fortnite logo on them. That shit.
There's a
ass,
Fortnite
bro.
logo.
Yes,
Prime.
bro, that
Like,
shit
I don't
so
keep
ass.
up with it too much.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm
Prime.
curious to hear what you guys have
I
to say.
just had got used to the Prime logo, but
Yeah, they have the big ass Prime logo in the middle.
So
'Cause
there's
he's
just the
official
Fortnite
drink.
bus just right in the middle of the ring.
Fortnite, Slim Jims.
yeah, that shit looks so
like
ass.
G4
bro.
Energy or whatever it's called.
And you said they made the mat black?
Yeah,
So,
like it's not a white mat anymore.
so like, if someone's bleeding, you can't even really, like, see it on the mat or nothing?
No.
And then on SmackDown they made the matte blue, bro.
Yeah, they're doing some weird shit. He's trying.
They don't
to,
got no logos on it, but it's just blue.
Yeah,
Like,
Did they used to do that back in the day
they
with,
used
like,
to do the
WWF?
ropes. They used to do the ropes blue.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, like, before SmackDown was even a thing. Didn't they have, like, a light blue mat for the ring?
Way back.
Yeah.
Like
when they
like
first
Hogan.
got started, yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
Like Bruno Sammartino, I think it was like a light blue, like the ring.
Do you think that...
It could be something back to that. No,
Well, no. I was going to say, do you think that does anything with the viewership? Like, do you think they're trying to, like, put out the strategy of, if we change this, it might bring in more viewers?
I think that
'Cause it's almost like the NBA in-season tournament, how they, like, change the courts and whatnot.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's different because NBA, I think they're just doing that so they have something else. Like it's like, oh look, cool colorful court. Oh look at these pink jerseys, they're cool. Like I think they're just doing something different every year. WWE, I think they're trying to really separate SmackDown on USA and Raw on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have completely different looks. So like with SmackDown, for an example, originally on the first week of Raw, Joe how do you say his name?
Tessitore, I think.
He's a ESPN guy. They became a commentator at WB. He was on the first Raw and they had somebody else with him and they already moved him to SmackDown and put Michael Cole on Raw.
Okay.
So I think there's
Michael Cole's still around?
Yeah.
Legend.
He's
man.
like you remember how we looked at Jim Ross?
Yeah.
That's how we look at Michael Cole now. Like he's
Okay,
like
okay.
he's been
He's the
around
guy.
for like 30 years.
It has been a while.
He started off as just a guy like backstage
Yeah.
doing interviews and now he's like the voice of the WWE.
That's sweet.
It's wild.
Good for Michael Cole, man. Shout out to Michael Cole.
Shout out Michael Cole. All the coal miners. That was the name of his fan club when he was a wrestler.
Oh, he used to be a wrestler?
No, it was like a stupid storyline.
It was a
with Jerry the King
storyline.
Lawler.
That shit was ass.
It was so bad. It was so bad. They turned him heel. Okay, so if you look at the history of wrestling, when there's announcers, there's always one good one and then one bad one. One that will support the bad guys.
There's always the main guy on on a broadcast channel. Like, you gotta think like a radio station.
Yeah,
like there's
true.
always the main guy.
Yeah, and that would be
any
like- that
TV
would be
show or
like-
entertainment. There's
yeah.
always the one person
Yeah.
that's like the main.
That would have been like Jim Ross. For
Okay,
example. So
okay.
Jim Ross, when he was around, he was the good guy. Like, oh, screw Triple H. Oh, you remember?
Yeah.
And then Jerry the King Lawler was the one being like, oh, Triple H, he's the best. Like he supported the bad guy. So as they switched and it became Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler was like old and loved and a legend and
Yeah.
beloved. So they made Michael Cole that bad guy. And he did a good job. It was easy to fucking hate him. And it was during when they had like that anonymous Raw general manager and he would go up and read the computer. Oh, he was a dick. And then like now as it's going, now you have these younger guys like Corey Graves, who's actually very pissed at WWE right now.
I've seen that.
He's like became like the mean commentator. Oh, I actually think he could have done that. And Michael Cole's like, what in that? Like he's became the good guy.
Yeah.
So it's so weird. It's like in wrestling, I guess in everything, There's always a bad guy and there's always a good guy.
Right.
Like Cena said it years ago when LeBron went back to Cleveland. And he was like, LeBron was a good guy in Cleveland. And then he went to Miami and became the bad guy. And then he went back to Cleveland. He's a good guy again. And the NBA's like, oh, no, what do? We got to make a new bad guy. Kevin Durant to the Warriors.
Right.
You know? Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah, bro.
Heels and baby faces, man. I could talk about wrestling forever.
Well, no, I'm actually curious because you said John Cena's on his
Oh, yeah.
Kobe Bryant farewell tour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So give me a little rundown on that. Or, like, what's, like, the biggest changes you guys have noticed, like, in the actual production side of things now that it's moved to Netflix? Because I'm curious about it. I used to be a WWE fan, but, like, I don't keep up with it at all.
It's way better.
Is it?
It's a lot more.
Way
It seems more interactive to me. Like they show celebrities in the crowd. They show like there's not really commercials. There's like interviews in between matches and
Okay.
stuff like that, or promos.
Yeah, and the only thing is they just don't got the star power as like back then. Like
Yeah.
like
They
back
don't have as
then-
many, like, big names.
Yeah, like it was back then. It was like Batista, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, all them. Like
Yeah, you had some name. Like now it's like
People are trying to they're trying to find that name of, like, who's the next
yeah.
guy.
right.
I
type
think
of
there's
deal.
only like. Cause like you can't count like Cena because he was back then.
Right.
Punk was back then. Randy was back then.
Right.
So like the only guys that I look at that are really like there
Is
and
Roman, Seth, and Cody for real?
100%.
That's-
Those are
yeah.
the only three that I can see the argument. Jay
Wait,
Uso did
Roman, Seth Rollins, and
And,
Cody
Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
Wow.
Those are
Those
the
are
only
some
three.
names that I haven't heard in a while either.
I mean, it's just Cody was back then too, though.
Yeah, but he ain't.
Yeah, he wasn't.
yeah,
He wasn't
yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
Do you know that story,
Huh.
Cody Rhodes?
I think so. I think we talked about it on another pod.
He was like,
With Spooky, I think.
he was just like on like television as Dusty's kid, like wrestling and stuff.
Yeah.
And then his brother Goldust played Goldust, and like Goldust was very, what's the way of saying this and not being canceled? He was very feminine,
Yeah, overly feminine.
fruity, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
like
For
he would
sure.
he would like touch the butt of the guy he's wrestling and stuff. It was like a
Okay.
part of the gimmick.
Yeah.
So later on, like 15 years after he first got the gimmick, they had like Cody go crazy, and he dressed up like Goldust, but his name was Stardust, and they did like a whole creepy tag team. And Cody's like, "This sucks," like real life Cody. So he's like, "I want out. Like, let me out of my contract." And they
Yeah.
let him out, and he went on the independents, and like he put out a list of all the biggest independent wrestlers they wanted to fight. And he was like, "I'm gonna check everybody off," and he did. And he became like one of the biggest wrestling stars in the world without WWE.
Wow.
And then he helps build AEW, makes that a company, does the whole AEW thing, decides to leave because his goal was be WB champ because his dad was never champ. So he goes back to WWE, and it's like Luke freaking coming home. And so that's what they like, the first Mania, the second Mania, and then him finally winning it. They say
Yeah.
it's like Luke Skywalker because he won, lost one, like New Hope,
Yeah.
lost when he gets his arm cut off, and then he finally beats Vader. It was cool. They really did a good job this year of like over the last like year and a half of really storytelling.
Yeah.
For a while it was very okay, we need a storyline, pay-per-views in 4 weeks, we need it done by then. Now it's really like
More thought
we're
out
gonna
and
drag
methodical.
this
And
out. Wait,
strategic.
yeah, it's so good.
how you feel about Logan Paul in there?
He fired though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He's-
He fired. Like I didn't think he was gonna be.
That good or like?
Yeah, like his.
Did you know he was that athletic?
No.
No.
Hell no.
It's so
Like his in ring.
so crazy.
His in ring is just as good as the top niggas for real.
He's just like he's a freak. Just how athletic
Dude, I
he
feel
is.
like if I was in the entertainment industry for WWE or like the media space of it, I feel like it would be so hard for me to just keep a straight face in the middle of like my interviews. Like I don't know,
Oh
like
my
just
God,
knowing all the
yeah.
stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Like
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
just try so hard not to laugh. I feel
no,
like
yeah, you see it.
you got to
There's-
be so serious in that role.
You know the Usos?
I think so. I know that. Yeah, I know the name. I couldn't put a face to it.
So
though.
they're Roman Reigns' cousin,
Okay.
like real life. So they did a whole storyline called where it was about their group called the Bloodline. It was like a bunch of members of their family.
Mhm.
Out of nowhere, this white guy with red hair named Sami Zayn just like started like being like a fanboy of them, like following him around. And slowly and surely, like the Bloodline like broke down and started to like him. And then eventually they're in a fight because Jay, one of the brothers, doesn't like Sammy. And he says something that he shouldn't. Roman gets pissed. And then Sammy's like, Jay's just not feeling very Usi right now. Instead of like Usi, you know?
Yeah.
And they all, like Jay even, who's supposed to be dead serious, they're all cracking up laughing in the ring, like in the middle of a promo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. They would always, oh, it's so funny. So, yeah, I mean, they seem okay with it. Like, I don't think you would get in trouble if you did break.
Yeah.
You gotta have. I think you gotta probably have a name for sure. They ain't
Yeah.
gonna let everybody slide with that.
Everyone
And
loves
I was gonna
Usos.
say, you like, it all depends. If you say you don't have the name, you got to be like kind of innovative, like off the top of your head, and be able to improvise like that
Yeah,
to like,
right.
what's the word I'm looking for, to like make up for what the the mistake that you made.
Yeah,
when
like you tripped
laughing.
out, like you catch yourself. You just
how you
act-
recover, how you
yeah. Like you trip over your own foot, just start running. Like
Yeah.
just like I did that on purpose, you know,
Right.
like kind of thing. Man,
That was a long wrestling
I
tangent.
could, bro. They always
Nah,
go
that shit-
long.
that
That's
shit-
why I said like I could talk about this all day.
No, that shit fire though.
Nah, for real. Cena's gonna be dope. I remember that's how that question started.
When do they come to Detroit?
I'm hope I don't think
I
they
might
don't-
have to go catch John Cena's
That's what
last
I'm
one
saying.
in Detroit. I
Came
might
here-
have to
they
be
came
honest.
Here,
Like-
like last year SummerSlam, I missed that bitch.
I was there.
Damn.
I was there.
I'm sick.
I
I'm
was
gonna
there.
no. If John Cena's pulling up to either Grand Rapids or here,
They
I
just
might
did-
have
I'm
to
going
go.
to that bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
They
Yeah.
they do like a holiday tour like during Christmas and stuff, like
Yeah.
live events,
Yeah.
and they did one here. Cena wasn't in it. Kuz actually went. Like Cody was there, and like they had some of the big name guys were there, but like not everyone goes. I'm hoping because they usually don't drop like the Raw and SmackDown schedule like all
Right,
year right
yeah.
off rip. So I'm hoping eventually there'll be like a Raw
Yeah,
or something, you know?
yeah. I'd be
Oh,
down to go if you guys
bro,
want to pull up.
Fucking Cleveland. Like I would go to like me
Oh,
and
yeah.
me and my cousin went to AEW a couple years ago, like in Cleveland, and we drove for like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's
to
not
get
no.
there.
That wouldn't be bad.
Damn.
It's no different than driving to like Grand Rapids to go watch
Exactly.
a WWE event.
Yeah,
So they do them
like,
at a Van Andel
if
sometimes.
it's anywhere near, I'm down. That would it's just you have to. It's
Yeah.
like going to see LeBron play basketball one more time. It's John
Essentially,
Cena.
yeah. Yeah, I
know
saw
what I
Kobe's
mean?
last game in Detroit.
For real.
Yeah,
Damn.
and when he's on his farewell tour.
I got to see
That
Kobe.
was sweet.
I got to see. I was there when he hit that the buzzer beater in the mask.
Mm.
He against us. We ended up winning that game, but I was there for that.
The game I went to, he played like 8 minutes and then went to the locker room at halftime and never came back
Bro.
out. He just made his appearance real quick, got his.
It was
got
his
check
last
in
game
in
at
Detroit.
the Palace. Yeah,
Was it the Palace?
yeah. They weren't.
It wasn't Little Caesars yet,
No,
was
not
it?
yet.
Yeah, it had to have been the
Uh,
Palace then.
My aunt, we're all sitting at my grandma's watching. It had came on TV, and you see Kobe like waving to the screen, like waving to the crowd. And my aunt goes, "You know, you never heard anything bad about him." And I went, Kobe Bryant?" I'm like, "We're talking about the same person, right?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, like I don't know if I would say. I mean, he had a case like,
Yeah.
like a couple years ago, and it was pretty heavily news.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't think he. Not to say that he did that. I don't think he did. I think he probably hooked up with the girl, and then the girl
Hell
tried to
nah.
claim shit.
Right.
So that's probably what happened.
Right.
But it was just funny how my aunt was just like, you know, the good old Kobe Bryant, you know. And I was just like, really? All right.
Are you big on basketball?
Nah, not for real. Like,
No.
What's your go-to? Like if you,
I fuck with a couple players though.
type shit. Like who?
Like I fuck with John Morant.
Ja,
That's
That nigga
tough.
sweet. I seen that dunk on Wemby.
Oh my.
the one that didn't
goodness.
count. That was crazy.
The picture was even crazier than the
Yeah.
dunk because he's like that, and Wemby's like over the top. It's insane.
Yeah.
He
I don't
really-
even care if it don't count. Like it's the fact that he did it, and now we know he can do it.
Oh,
Yeah, because they were saying, oh, when's he gonna get his body on Wemby or whatever. Like as soon as
It
Wemby got
happened.
drafted, like that was like a debate and like a talk. Like, oh, Ja's got to dunk on
It
him.
happened.
Like,
Right.
I'm pissed he can't dunk on Edie because Edie's his freaking teammate. That would have been
Zach
nasty
Edey's
too.
big ass.
Did you see his dunk on Wemby?
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Zach Edey?
Yeah, backed him up like.
Oh
man,
wait, no, I know what you're
turned
talking about.
like
yeah,
Shaq.
yeah.
Looked like prime Shaq. I was like, that's
I ain't see that,
crazy.
man.
So if you're not into like football and basketball, like when you're on your free time, like outside of music, what's your like go-to like
To watch.
just either watch, just like what are your hobbies just outside of music?
Shit, bro. I ain't shit. Dude, I be on the games. Shit.
What you be playing?
I be
Yeah.
writing.
Huh?
I be writing music, be
Oh,
on the
type
game and
shit.
shit.
What games
Yeah.
you been playing?
I be on Madden. I've been on Madden a lot. I play 2K here and there.
Type shit. So you play in those games still,
Play
even though
a
you
bit.
don't watch? Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
On Madden, what's your like go-to game mode? You playing like an ultimate team
Franchise.
or franchise?
Yeah.
Is that where you're because on franchise, don't you get a few different options? You can either be the coach, a player,
Yeah,
like you can create your own player, or like
coach,
just players.
player, owner.
Coach,
Yeah.
player, owner. Yeah. And then on the player, you can either choose like a real life player or create your own player, right? So you should be
Yeah.
creating your own player.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is that
Yeah.
dead ass? You could,
What?
I could like go
Player
be,
lock.
I could go be like Jameson Williams,
Yeah.
and just like I could go to another team and still be like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
I didn't know you could
Yeah.
still do that. 2K
Yeah.
used to have something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
just player lock.
Oh, that's dope.
2K, you can
Yeah.
still do it.
You can do player lock, yeah, but like if I'm doing my GM like as the Pistons and I
Mhm.
player lock Cade, and I'll play as Cade, I get that. But when I go back like after a game and I'm like looking at the schedule, it's not as Cade Cunningham. Like I can still make trades.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that shit on 2K though. Still.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
okay. Now I get what you're saying. All right, bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so dope that they have that.
Yeah. That should be fun sometimes.
I got a running back right now, and I got drafted by the fucking Cowboys, which sucks.
Shit.
Oh, wait, and you can't pick your team, or do they give you the
You
option? You
can.
can pick your team.
You
I haven't
can.
bought a Madden
can
in
pick
so
your
long.
team. You can
Yeah,
pick your
you
team,
can.
but for me, being a sports fan, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, I just
Like,
want to
I'm
see
not
where I
just-
get.
I'm not gonna pick the
drafted.
Lions.
Yeah, I'm
Go
trying to get
behind
drafted.
Montgomery and Gibbs. I'm never gonna play.
You don't
like-
turn on the instant starter.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm trying to
Cowboys, I
work your way
was.
I be trying to have a real experience type shit.
Yeah,
like
facts.
work your way up.
I was so
Yeah.
mad. Still got Mike McCarthy. Right now we're 1-4 the year after winning a Super Bowl. I'm so mad. Dak's hurt. I got some backup I've never heard of right now, and I have
That's
to keep
funny.
running 3 yards.
Yeah, what Cooper Rush?
No,
under
bro,
center?
it was last season whenever Dak would go down, Cooper Rush would come in. But now it's
Yeah.
some dude like Branton or something like that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Never seen this kid before.
Mm.
Like, didn't recognize him from college, nothing.
You buy college football?
Yeah.
You play college football?
That's how I got the running back.
Oh, you imported them from college football. Yeah, because they did
Fucking
that. They did
dope.
that deal where you could get both
Yeah.
games for like.
Well,
what
I
was it,
think
like
it
buy
would've-
one get one half off or
yeah.
something, pretty much.
I think it would have been like that even if they didn't
Smart.
do that, because it was they're both EA. I think there was like it would have been a way. I also heard rumors that EA and 2K are in talks
Working
for
on
college
basketball. Yep. I saw that. That'd be
Oh
lit.
my
Should be.
goodness!
I
Especially
ain't
if
gonna
they
lie
get
though,
it.
bro. They gotta make another fight night.
Another fight night.
Yeah, that's what's really
That'd be
gonna
tough.
do it.
That would be
they
tough.
tried to make it's a game called Undisputed.
It was mid as fuck.
Yeah, that's, niggas don't like that. Bitch.
How are do you guys play the new UFCs?
I
heard the
yeah.
WWEs are fun.
Very.
The 2Ks.
They have.
24 is boring as hell, bro.
Really?
I mean,
It's
like,
just-
They just need to get better, like the storyline of like the superstar
I wish
mode or whatever.
for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
being a fan like how I am, I want to be like they have a universe mode where you can book the matches, put guys on rosters. I want that to be way easier. It takes way long to get everything set up, and like
for real.
yeah, and like I wish you could like pick storylines. Like I could be like, oh, this is the reason they're breaking up as a tag team, because they used to have that on the old WB games. Like you could hire writers and they would give you storylines, and you can start rivalries with those
You
storylines.
could draft and everything. On that
Yeah,
list.
they were doing. They had the GM mode on the new game, but they put so many restrictions on it. You can only draft like 8 guys and still have enough money to be comfortable. Like it's so dumb. If they did it like more combined with the universe mode and made it more of like a sandbox type of feel. that'd be
On
dope.
those, can you make your own belts?
Yeah.
You can. Like
Yeah.
you can like
Yeah,
create
yeah.
your own
You
belt.
can make your own show, arena.
Yeah.
You can make your own,
What?
Move set.
I was gonna say because like
Hell
when I
yeah.
was playing WWE back in the day on like the 360, like
Yeah.
the 2009, like
Yeah.
you know those ones, the 2010 or whatever they were. I remember you could make your own belt. What year was it? You could make your own belt. They got rid of it at some point.
I remember the old SmackDown versus Raw games.
Yeah,
You could
yeah,
for like a couple of those.
yeah. I always
They
thought
still
that
have
was
it
cool.
though. Like
Yeah, you can make your own belt for sure.
And what's cool about now is they got community creations where you can like
Share.
like
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's not in the game. I can go find a good Jeff
Yeah,
Hardy
a
with
scan
his
or whatever,
moveset. Yeah, all that. And
That's
they do the
sweet.
same for like if I wanted
It's no different than like Charles Barkley on 2K, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But like if I wanted to do an AEW universe and I could go download all the AEW guys, I could download all their belts, I could download all their shows, all their pay-per-views, have
That's
all
sweet.
the arenas.
But
Like they have
That shit be fucking up though. It seem like the more shit you download, the more the
it's
game
slower
fuck up.
and
Really?
slower.
Yeah.
AEW starting to go down. Like the last couple games, I would always get all the AEW guys because I love Punk and I like Jericho and the
Right.
Hardys and all that. This year, I really did not care. The only guys I downloaded were like Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga. Those were the only two.
Yeah.
Y'all run the UFC?
Mhm.
I almost said 2FC.
Yeah,
I was
UFC.
going to say 2K.
Yeah.
It's 5 right now, right? Yeah, 5
No,
is the newest one.
6, right?
I don't think there's 6.
It's not a 6 out yet.
I think it's either 4 or 5. It's just out.
It's one I forgot.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking of UFC, I don't mean to get off video games. We can go right back to this. I saw a video today.
No, I know exactly what you're about to say. Is it Kyle?
Yeah,
from
hold on.
Nelk
Yeah.
Boys?
Kyle from Full Send, the Nelk Boys. He was in a van going to the inauguration of Trump, because that was today. And he turns his camera around, and Logan and Jake Paul are sitting there, and sitting behind them is their mom and Conor McGregor. And Conor and Logan like hate each other and are about to fight, and they're like giggling.
I'll pull it up.
All right, we got an interesting bus ride to the inauguration here. couple best friends.
But I just thought that was the funniest thing in the world, because they're like, if not, I think we talked about it on the Coos episode. If not like 100% happening, it's definitely in talks that they're about to have a match.
Yeah.
And they've said some really fucked up shit about Conor. And Conor is a bad dude. Like,
And it
I don't
was
know how
so-
you can just sit
It
there.
was looking buddy type shit.
He was like laughing with their mom. And they were like taking pictures of Conor with their mom.
They looked like they were pre-gaming a little bit, having a few
Yeah.
drinks probably together.
Logan
'Cause-
leaned in and said, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of him." Though he did do that.
All right, but at the end of the day, I don't think they genuinely hate each other.
Probably not.
No,
I think it's all a marketing
that's
scheme,
That's just
publicity.
There's a couple like of the YouTuber influencer boxing rivalries and shit I've seen that I really think like, oh, okay, they don't like each other. I don't think Jake and KSI like each other.
Yeah, no.
Even though Logan like
Yeah.
it's still so weird to me. And Logan and that Dylan Dennis dude did not like each other. Dylan Dennis was doing a lot of fuck shit though. Like said he had pictures of Logan's fiance and shit.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
While we're touching on Logan Paul, he's partnered with Mr. Beast for a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched the Beast games
I
on
haven't-
Prime?
I haven't
Yeah,
tapped
no.
in at all.
You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about though?
We talked about it.
Dude, it's a good show. I'm
Is
not
it?
gonna lie. Yeah.
I've seen
I'd
clips.
watch it.
I've seen clips.
I'm all up to date on it. I think like it's like episode 7 or 8 is coming out this Thursday, but
One of the clips
they went from 2,000 people. They're down to like 50 people or something right now.
What
so
is it?
It's just a game show, but like all right. So it's the record for the most money ever given away in a game show, pretty much. Like, you know how Mr. Beast is. Like, he's always doing
Stupid
the
money.
most crazy things
Yeah.
with money. So yeah, it started off with 2,000 people. He did a video on his YouTube before this show actually premiered. They got rid of 1,000 people in that YouTube video, and then 1,000 people made it to the show.
Yeah.
And so ever since the show started, they've just been doing all these games. It's almost like a Squid Game to an extent. Like,
Yeah. I think that's kind of what he was like. I
Kinda
don't
going
want to say
for.
like. I don't want to say stealing from, because there's like, I mean, he's not killing people, but like,
Right.
yeah. But one of the clips I saw was, they had all the people lined up in a row, and he was like, if someone like timer runs out, I pick a random line and they're all eliminated, or one person from that line could get 20K and take out their whole line.
Right.
yeah.
And one guy's like, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Soon as that shit popped up to him, he pressed it and took the 20K. And his like, it was like,
And everyone behind him, or everyone in that row, just
bro, and it's not
drops
like
off that platform.
it's not like 6 people. Like this was like 45, 50
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that he just was like. Sorry. I mean, I don't blame him.
Dude, there was at one point in the show there was someone. So they had 4 different teams. They had to pick captains for each team, and they had this counter behind them of money. So it was imagine like us 3 and another person standing on like this little platform.
Yeah.
And there's a button in front of us. If we hit that button, whatever the screen right here shows with the money, that's how much you get, and your whole team gets eliminated. So they had to pick someone that they trust that wouldn't hit the button. This screen got all the way up to $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
And none of the 4 people budged. Wow. And I was just like, dude, if that's me, like, because you got to think, only one person can win that show.
Well, bro,
Right? Like
I'm gonna
you can't
go home
trust
with
anyone.
something.
Obviously, you're going to have to pick teams and
Yeah.
whatever during the show.
Yeah.
But, like, at the end of the day, it's you versus everyone.
That's
so,
why-
like, personally, I'm like, well, if I can eliminate these 60 people and win $1 million and still go on, even if I lose in the next round, I still walk away with
A band.
20% of the actual reward for
Yeah.
winning the show.
Yeah.
Shit,
Bro.
give me $1 million, dude.
And
those guys.
that's why I
like,
didn't
sorry.
feel bad for that the one dude, because everyone was like behind him, like, oh man, that's $20,000.
Right.
And like you said, there's only one winner. I'm gonna go home with something.
Yeah.
I'm
You know,
taking
especially in that scenario.
Yeah, and so after that happened, like the $1 million or whatever, I want to say like one of the captains like got knocked out in the next round. And they're like, "So do you regret not taking that $1 million?" And obviously for the show, they're like, "No," but like deep down,
Oh,
they're like,
one-
"I'm
Yeah,
sick."
man,
No.
He's sick about that.
Do you regret not pressing the button for $1 million and you're going home with nothing? Nah.
Man.
Nah.
Bullshit. He mad as hell.
Speaking of game shows, because I talked to you about this when we talked about the Beast Games, Surviving Barstool.
Oh,
Are
I
you
haven't
hip to
watched
this?
it.
I think I've heard of that.
Okay, so you know Barstool, like Barstool Sports, like Dave
Yeah,
Portnoy
yeah,
and
yeah.
those guys. Yeah. So they have like a bunch of talent signed, like that do podcasts and stuff, all through their media company.
Right.
So Dave is a big Survivor fan, the reality show.
Mm-hmm.
So in Chicago, at their Chicago base, like the Barstool Chicago, they brought all like 40 people in, like people that are all over Barstool, whether they work there or they're on the podcast or whatever. And they all brought them in. They all played Survivor. It just finished. I just saw who the winner was. But low key, bro, it's crazier than Survivor. Because in Survivor, let's say you and me never met. I don't care if I send you home. Like
Right.
we've had one conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that, they're working. They're
Yeah,
playing
they all
against
know each other.
people they work with, and like people are going home, and then they're in like they have a jury house, and one of the guys comes home and he's like I'm sorry, like I didn't, and the dude was like, you're completely dead to me, and they were like friends, like
Damn.
like it's wild.
Wait,
Wow.
what's that streaming on?
YouTube.
Oh, it's YouTube.
Yeah, they got all
'Cause
the
I've
episodes
heard
right now.
about it. My sister's told me to watch it. I just haven't
It's-
gotten around to it.
It's
But
the they just finished the fourth one,
Okay.
so they'll probably do a fifth one.
are they like hour-long episodes or something?
Yeah, around
Okay.
that. And they
Alright.
usually like first couple episodes, like 2 people will go home because they have 3 tribes, and the 2 losing tribes send people home. And then like as it dwindles down, they go to 2, and then
Okay.
they go to the merge and take a bunch of people out. Yeah, it's really good. Especially like for me, I love that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'll probably tap in with Beast Games eventually.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's cool.
Yeah.
And it's also like one of those reality shows where I haven't seen any. Like I've seen that, like those little clips, or like that one where they're all in the room. And the dude's supposed to leave, but he won't.
Yeah.
I've seen that, but like I haven't seen any spoilers. I haven't really seen anything. So like yeah, I'll probably tap in. Plus, there's so many people. So like even if I remembered something, I'm like I don't even know where that guy is.
So
now.
y'all into like the reality type?
I'm not super
shows.
big into reality shows. I mean, it all kind of depends on what it's actually based around.
Yeah, that's more the thing.
I don't mind game shows, but like reality TV shows, like I say for like a Jersey Shore, for example, like
Yeah.
like that's not like that's
I
not my cup
can't.
of tea, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel you on that. Like
or if my girlfriend's watching something,
Yeah.
like I'll sit there and watch it with her, but like it's not like I'm like fully
I
invested
know
into
exactly
the show.
what show you're talking
But there's
about.
there's been a one show that I was like, you know what, this show's actually pretty good. Like
What is it?
I'm not saying that on the air.
Can I say it if I get it right? Will you tell me?
Sure.
Love Island.
Yeah, it was Love Island.
Fucking
I ain't gonna lie, I've
good,
been hearing,
bro. I'm not-
I've been hearing people say that.
Bro,
No,
this
I got
season
invested
was
to it. Like
crazy.
I didn't know like anything really. Like when we first or when she was already watching it,
Mhm.
and then I like joined in like watching just like here and there or whatever. And like I slowly became
Yeah.
more invested, and like I started to understand the storyline. So I'd like be looking at her, like asking her questions, like, "Did this guy really just do
Yeah,
this?" And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like, I don't know.
And it's like all the. It's so weird because you're really watching like relationships blossom, and it's just entertaining. Like you see them have those conversations about how like, oh, I don't like when a girl does that, or I don't like when a guy does that.
I
And
know-
then they do it, and it's
Right.
like, oh shit.
I don't know if y'all are familiar with this show, but my buddy told me he watches this with his girlfriend all the time, and he's like really invested. Like he's like, if they're out, he'll be like, "Babe, we gotta get home to watch it's Baddies." Do you guys know what that is?
Oh my, bro.
D1, D1 has.
D1
really
watches
good-
that?
Yeah, apparently it's like a big deal.
Yeah. Why you shaking
I ain't
your
gonna
head?
lie. No, I can't, bro.
Where's it?
I seen that shit one time. It's just like y'all ever seen Bad Girls Club?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically
It's
like
the
that.
same shit.
Where
For
is
real,
it
for real.
stream on?
I don't even
I think
know.
it's
Like
Net-
Tubi, low-key. Like I
Is
think
it?
yeah, I think it's
No,
a-
it's Fubo or
Yeah,
yeah, that's what it,
that's what it
Fubo.
is.
Some shit like that.
There's too many
Yeah.
streaming services
But
going around.
they have
man.
baddies, isn't it, of Detroit or Midwest?
I think they came to Detroit.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did
they have
auditions
in Detroit,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, Juan and Kuz were talking about it one of the nights we were playing. But for like reality show wise, like my little sister and my mom will watch like Vanderpump Rules or
I don't know what that
Real
is.
Housewives of New
Oh,
Jersey
okay,
or
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's what my mama used to watch
Yeah.
that shit heavy, bro.
For me, I like shows like Big Brother, like The Challenge, like Survivor, where like there's like you can win a lot of money, you got to win some competitions, you got to with Big Brother you have to be not only good at competition so you can try to stay safe, but you also have to have a good like social game cuz you have to convince people to like vote on your side or vote who you want out or not use something to save one of the people that could be going home. Same thing with Survivor. The only time that you can be completely alone on any of those shows and still be okay is if you win a competition, or in Survivor's case, they have like hidden immunity idols that are just like around camp. You can play it at any time. And it's crazy because like they'll go in and vote, and let's say we're all writing your name down, and then
They're like, nope, I got my immunity.
well, Jeff, the host, will be like, before he reads the votes, he's like, if anyone has an immunity idol, now is the time to play. Everyone already wrote your name down. So now whoever you pick is going home, even though they just have one vote.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that I like. I don't
the sabotage type of stuff.
Yeah, alliances.
Honestly, I prefer like cooking shows more than I do reality shows. To be honest with you, like,
That's what I watch on TikTok.
I don't know why, bro. I like watching cooking shows, like Cutthroat Kitchen.
Oh,
Banger.
Hell's Kitchen, bro.
Banger.
Hey,
Ha.
those. I mean, similar to like Big Brother and those like Hell's Kitchen, for example. We watched that all the time when I was growing up. You would see like, oh fuck, they fucked up right there. Like their chicken's messed up. Oh, hopefully, Gordon's. So, you know what I mean?
It's just like when there's the competition side of it to the cooking shows, like
Yeah.
that's what gets fun because I don't know if you've seen Cutthroat Kitchen, but like they do like so you start off with $25,000.
Is that the levels one where you go up kitchens?
No.
Okay,
So it's 4 chefs and they start with $25,000 each, and either like before they make the meal or like while they're making the meal, the host brings stuff out that you can sabotage people with. So like you might only be able to use your right hand for the last like 15 minutes
fuck.
of like your cook time.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like I don't know. There's just like crazy sabotages that they put in there, and it just makes it interesting. So
Damn, that does sound cool.
I also just don't watch TV though, like at all. If
Yeah,
I do,
me
it's
neither,
it's
to be
mostly
honest.
sports. Like that's really what I watch.
If I'm watching
I
something
feel that.
live, yeah.
On the sports side, I'm more into like the combat sports
Yeah.
type shit. But shows I really fuck with, I fuck with more like the drama type action. Like
Type shit.
my favorite shows is like Snowfall, Power.
I've heard a lot of good things about that show.
Snowfall, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the best show I ever seen.
Really?
To be
That's
honest,
what
I'm not gonna lie. At first, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I thought it was Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, fire.
So good.
That
I've still
shit so
still never
fire.
watched Breaking Bad.
That shit fire.
I know,
What?
dude. I know. I get shit from people all the time about it.
That shit crazy, bro.
I'm also more of like a movie guy than I am TV shows. Like it's hard for me to get invested into a TV show. Like
I like
I have to really like that first or second episode. Like
Yeah.
I have to really like that in order for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna give it a watch.
Yeah, but most shows though the first couple episodes be kind of slow.
Right.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Netflix is good at it. Netflix can really get you hooked right away.
Yeah.
Whether it was like you
You and Squid. Hey, there's a season 5 coming out.
Coming.
Yeah, no.
You is insane.
You crazy.
You guys
one of
watched
the craziest
season
shows.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched like bits and pieces of it. I need to go back and watch it before I watch season 5. But
Yeah,
like
you
I remember the
need
whole
to.
1, 2, and 3. That's a really good show. I never thought I would like it. A lot of people told me like to watch it, but I was like, it kind of just seems like a
Yeah.
weird show to me.
I don't
watched,
agree with the part. Like he is on some weird shit, but that shit is entertaining.
But
as
the
hell.
thing is, though, like,
it is like
Yeah.
it's gory, but like it is entertaining.
It's like
just
Dexter. You sit,
Yeah.
you're
I ain't never
sitting
seen
there
Dexter.
cheering for the guy. Like you like, oh, I don't want them to find out. Joe's a
Yeah.
fucking weirdo. You know, like you end up cheering for Joe. He's killed like 30 people in
yeah,
the
he's
show
caught a
so
lot of
far.
bodies in that show.
You
I'm
know?
not gonna lie.
Season 4 is crazy. It was just like I was mind fucked, and that's rare that happens.
Remind me of how season 4 ends, so I know what to expect for season 5. Because like I said, I watched bits and pieces of it. It's been a
So
minute.
you remember he went to England,
Yeah, yeah.
and you
yeah.
remember that dude in his group, like his new friend
The-
group, was killing
Yeah,
people.
yeah. They had like the similar. Yeah, they were like kind of the same, right?
what?
That dude and Joe. They were like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes to confront that dude finally and ties him up and I think he ends up killing him or chokes
The
him.
blonde hair dude, right?
The one that was like
Yeah,
the British.
yeah.
He was like a politician.
Yeah.
He beats him up and all that, and he's like either dead or knocked out. I think he killed him, and then all of a sudden, that dude appears next to Joe. It was all in his mind.
Oh, so he was
Joe's-
just going crazy.
Joe was the one
Yeah.
killing the people. So it's like I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Because then like you remember he was getting those like anonymous texts and shit. I'm like, who the fuck was sending those?
Yeah.
Was that you?
He thought
I thought it was the girl, right?
Yeah, he thought it was the girl.
That
But
he was seeing.
It was all in his head.
Yeah.
Wait, the girl from England or the one that he
From
followed
England,
to England?
The white one.
Okay, yeah, the girl with like the little mole or whatever. Because didn't he
There was a
follow
light
the?
skin one too.
Yeah, but he thought the one that was texting him was his last.
Oh, did
Yeah.
The girl he had the
Love.
kid with. Yeah, her.
Oh, right.
She died. He
Yeah.
didn't know for sure.
Oh, in the fire.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think
It's
she- I
all.
don't think she
toes.
did neither.
He cut off his toes right before that.
It's all coming back to me
Bro,
right
I think she
now.
might be coming back next season. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think she did neither.
I was
Wait,
always,
didn't she come back in season 4 for a second?
But it was like in his.
Yeah,
it was just in his mind?
Like he was freaking out. Type.
See,
thing.
maybe I didn't like wrap that concept
Yeah.
around that.
I
It was all in his head when I was
yeah.
watching season
Yeah,
4.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all right, that makes a lot more sense now that you say it like that.
I always thought because like even after like season 2, even after Love's brother dies,
Mm.
I was sitting there like, okay, how are they gonna, like, is he just gonna end up going to jail? Is that gonna be the ending? I thought it'd be cool if someone from the past came back and got him, like
Killed him.
Yeah, like you remember that the tan girl with black hair that Love kills that's in the box that he like Joe kidnapped.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Her little sister was Jenny Ortega.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what if she pulls
I'm
up?
trying to see that too.
I thought he killed
kills-
her.
Nah,
Nah,
he
he-
gave her money and like said
Yeah,
leave.
she did.
Oh, but he killed Jenna Ortega's character, right?
That's what I'm talking about. No,
Okay,
she
okay.
left.
Right. Okay, his sister's the one that she killed.
Love killed. Yes.
Love killed. Okay,
Yeah, Joe didn't kill her.
Okay,
He thought he didn't. He was like, "There's no way I would have killed her because I promised I would let her out."
Yeah.
And Love had like followed him and saw where he went and saw her and was like, "Oh."
Yep. I do.
And then
in
Joe
that
got
glass
the
box.
ick for
Yep.
Love, and then he found out she
Yeah.
was pregnant, and he was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
Oh man, that first season still will never be touched.
that is a good
Yeah,
show.
that bitch was fire.
Guinevere
The
Beck.
first- Yeah.
One of your back.
that
It's such a good show.
shit was fire.
I like those like the docuseries.
Mm.
Like Winning Time, the Lakers show they did was awesome. The Aaron Hernandez show they
I-
just did was fucking
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, I'm glad you
Crazy.
just said that.
Wait,
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
they made the actual series out of it. The one that I saw a viral clip of it. It was
With Gronk.
Gronk.
Yes,
Gronk
that's-
in the locker
that's from
room.
that show.
Dude, that shit had me cracking
Bro,
up, bro.
I found out from Gronk, like watching the show, that's his stunt double when he does
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah, that's the same guy.
Oh, wow.
Spot on though. That laugh.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, yeah, good,
You
good
you
job.
watched it?
Hell yeah. I watched the Netflix documentary first.
The 3-part. That's how I got
Yeah,
hip to
before
like
I
what was
watched-
going on. Yeah. It makes
I ain't
you.
gonna lie, it's something off.
I feel bad for him. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't think bro unlocked himself.
I think
Wait, you don't think he killed himself? No.
No, bro.
that's bold. Cause didn't they find him like
Fuck no.
hanging?
Did they
Yeah.
find Jeffrey Epstein hanging?
I
I mean,
It's also
right?
true. That is also
Right?
true. That is true.
Yeah. But no, he was about to get out though. He was about to get out.
Yeah, it was weird.
Mm.
He had the first trial where he's found guilty, and then the second trial he got the same lawyer that got Casey Anthony out. Do you remember that?
I think I'd.
Whole
We'll
different
save-
story.
yeah,
we'll
we'll
talk
save
about
that for
that
another time.
podcast. Jesus. Do you know you're not hip to the Casey Anthony either?
Nah.
Oh my God! People said it was a white people's OJ. That's what they called it.
What the
Like,
hell?
Oh, crazy! It was
Uh-huh.
about a mom. She killed her daughter and like said her daughter was missing and lied about it and got caught and somehow she got off. Like it's like I remember my mom watching it and being like, because like how did she not go to jail?
Right.
Right.
So she got off. He's a good lawyer. So the second one, Aaron gets off, and it's weird because after the first one, when he's found convicted of murder, stone face, and then when he's found guilty, he's sobbing, and like just bawling, turning around at his fiance and his kid, telling him I love you and stuff. And a lot of people think it's like he already knew that he was gonna do something to himself, but the rumor is after that he was in jail, and an inmate was listening to the radio. and the radio said that Aaron was gay. Like, said, like, there was a rumor that Aaron had been fucking dude or something.
Yeah.
So then the inmates go to Aaron like, I knew you were gay. And then Aaron's like freaking out, like, because that's his whole thing. He wanted to keep that in his whole life. And then the way they did it in the show was awesome. The way they ended it was great because they had him like talk to his dad that had passed away and stuff. It was cool. But I think that's what it was. Like, he couldn't take the fact that was out there.
But look though, they said in the documentary, they said he wrote like a Bible scripture on his forehead.
Yeah.
And then killed himself before that. And then they looked at his brain. They tried to blame it on the CTE. I'm like, bro, nah, bro.
Well, his brain was messed up.
People talked to him like it was people like his family,
the
players.
lawyer.
Yeah,
Talked to him.
they said he was in good spirits.
Yeah, well, with CTE, they can't detect that until after someone's passed. So when you're living, you don't know if you have CTE.
Yeah, that's what they did.
There's just not enough like data and evidence. I feel like on CTE to like.
I don't mean to cut you up.
No, you're good.
I also heard that it was like the chubby white guy that's in the doc. He was like went to jail. He was in jail with Aaron briefly, and they talk about a conversation they have one night where so the way it was worked, all their money was going towards getting Aaron out. So like his fiance and his kid were running out of money. So when you're still on trial for a case and you die, immediately you are assumed as not guilty. So Aaron's case, they were trying to do an appeal for the first case, and then he killed himself. So he was found not guilty. And then all that money that they were putting into the case all goes back to the family.
Okay.
So there was a rumor that Aaron and him had that conversation, and it kind of made Aaron like, oh, like I could bite the bullet and my family's good.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
That's another thing. But I think he was probably a gay dude, or
You think he was gay for real, bro?
it might have been one of those things where like he was taken advantage of when he was younger, and he never like he just thought that's like what he liked now because he was so fucked up. Maybe, I don't know. Or it's one of the two, you know. But like he was like hooking up with his quarterback like in high school, like, and keeping it low key.
Yeah.
Some wild shit.
Crazy.
We just touched on so much entertainment and all that stuff. Last thing about entertainment, I was going to see if you guys have watched the season 2 of Squid Game.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I'm on episode 4 or 5.
Oh, we can't say anything. It's awesome though. It was
Wait,
really
so
good.
what's like the last thing that's happened when you were watching it?
They just got out of the no, they about to start the second game.
The second game. Okay. Oh, you got a lot left then. You got a lot left.
Yeah, they about to start the second game. Like I just got past the where they was voting.
Okay. So after the first game. Yeah, fuck. Oh, yeah, you're in for it.
Yeah, you got a lot coming.
I talked to my mom about this, actually. I talked to my mom about this after the first season of Squid Games. It's so weird because me watching shows, I get attached to these characters. Like Grey's Anatomy, for example, when one of the characters died, I was like, fuck, bro,
Yeah.
I really like that dude. And then a girl died right after that. I was like, oh my God, like I loved her. With Squid Games, you get attached to those characters, but by the end of it, you probably only get like 1 or 2, 3, maybe.
Right.
Like the dude that he knew with the glasses died in the first season. The girl that they were close with died. The Indian guy died. Like even the old guy.
Yeah.
You thought he was already dead, but he ended up being the one. And they don't even have him in it this time because he got convicted of something.
Yeah.
Like something.
Yeah, I do remember that. Like in real life,
like
right?
after.
Yeah.
Like he had just blown up at 97.
He probably got that money and was going to live his best life.
That girl was sitting at home just trying to watch Squid Games. She's like, that's that motherfucker. You know?
That's funny.
Oh, man.
Not
but
really.
yeah. But no, yeah.
If you like Grey's, you'd like The Resident.
Resident's good.
Oh, you've watched that?
Bits and pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
Another show though that's underrated is Otis Hill's Vampire Diaries.
I never got into the Vampire
My
Diaries.
little sister loves it. Like
That
she
shit
always. I don't mean to
underrated,
say it
bro.
like that, but that's just like that's the first person I think of
Yeah.
when you say that. She always told me to watch it.
I didn't think I was gonna like it, cause I knew my cousin, she liked it. I thought the show was really for girls, like
Yeah.
it's really on some Twilight shit.
Type shit. Did you watch? Have you seen all the Twilights?
Yeah, fire.
Really?
Crazy.
I haven't seen one.
Really?
Like
Crazy.
I watched
even
the
a
first
minute
one.
of
It's
one.
more romantic than violence, but them fight scenes crazy.
Crazy.
I watched it when it like first came out way
Mhm.
back in the day. The first one. I've never watched like any of the other ones. But what's coming up in the schedule for you other than this
yeah,
project
shit.
dropping on the 25th? What do you plan on doing in 2025?
Promo, straight promo, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to build that fan base up.
You put out what?
For
How many videos did you put out last year?
Yeah, I just put out 4. I got 4 videos out.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had some hard visuals for your stuff too.
Yeah. Going crazy. Whole camp going crazy. About to go crazy with the visuals and shit.
You be doing a lot of shows too, don't you?
Yeah, you have been getting out there.
Yeah,
more
at the
performing.
Crowd Freak events at Detroit.
Wait, so you don't know
You
Jet?
might have met Jet.
I was gonna say
That's
you.
what I was just thinking.
Yeah, if you're doing Crowd Freak events, you probably know who Jet is.
I gotta see.
If you saw a picture of him, you would.
Yeah, I seen, bro. Yeah.
That's
I seen, bro. I was like, ain't at my head. I was like, ain't that bro from here?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
That is.
yeah.
him.
I remember. Yeah, I seen him.
You got any upcoming shows?
No, I'll probably get on another Crowd Freak event or something. But I'm just really straight promoing, working on my craft because I'm trying to get better, switch up the flow, switch up, some shit. So I've been real beat heavy, listening to different beats and shit.
You gotta blow up, bro. Like you got to.
I'm trying to, bro. My hunger with this shit different. Like I be studying this shit.
You can hear it.
That's the thing.
Like you can hear it when he's rapping.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
What's that one on the EP? Nightmare Part 2?
Yeah.
Wild. That bitch is hard as fuck.
Good looking.
I was curious because you said you want to switch up your sound and you've been exploring other beats because usually you're on that scary, like gory, dark type of vibe.
I would not necessarily like switch up the sound, but like perfect it.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Like I'm trying to perfect the shit. Like I can like I don't know, like open some shit with it,
Yeah.
Yeah, and come better on the word plays and shit like that.
And you say you study it. What do you mean? Like what's some advice you
I
could drop to some
be
people?
like watching other artists like studio sessions, interviews, performances,
seeing how they
shit
work
like that,
and-
yeah, seeing how the industry be moving and shit like that.
I got you. Shit, you got any shout outs before we get off of here?
The whole camp, man, whole Maccabees, we finna turn up the whole year. We got some shit on the way for sure.
Hell yeah.
For
I'm
sure.
excited. I'm excited to see it. Excited to hear it. You got anything? Is there
This is a
anything
good
else?
one.
Anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, shit. More music on the way.
More
That's
music
it.
on the way.
That's what you like to hear.
Links will be in the
More music on way.
description. Check it out.
Hell yeah.
You got anything?
Nah, it's a good episode.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
Gotta do everybody on this bitch.
Oh, yo, for sure.
Time everybody on this
Yeah.
bitch.
We need to get more mics.
Yeah.
How many people would be in here?
It would be
From the artist standpoint, probably like 5, 6.
you. I can definitely name 4. You,
Yeah.
Eton,
Right.
Tez.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting bro's name.
J and D.
No, he has
Haran.
Huh?
Haran.
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 And I think I know.
Oh,
Jay.
he be in here recording. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chances
yeah.
told me about him
Yeah,
a few
Haran's
times.
cool.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 I knew for sure. Were Tez, you,
Yeah, and then one y'all
Eton,
haven't
and
met
Haran.
is shout out my nigga Corey. And then you met. I think I met J and D.
I think I met Corey.
I think I might have.
Yeah.
Has he been up here?
Yeah, he was up here. He just ain't recording them.
And we, I think we might have been watching Raw when he was up here.
Yeah.
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 Low key.
We'll
Yeah.
tell him to reach out. We'll get him on the pod.
Yeah, facts.
Happily take him on here.
We'll get Eton on too soon.
Yeah,
For sure.
we've
We
been
have tried.
trying to.
We
man.
have tried.
We've been trying
With
to.
Eton. We have tried. But it would be cool
Yeah.
to get all of them on. Like, I feel like that'd be fun.
That'd be a fun episode.
Yeah.
Shit, so.
All right. Well, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. You got anything?
Nah.
All right.
Great episode.
Appreciate you coming
Yes,
on.
sir.
For real.
we'll get in the lab
Yeah,
soon.
Yeah, facts.
For
I've been a busy man, and I've been wanting to get in the studio with you, so we can figure something out.
For shit show. For sure.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Links will be in the description. Go stream his music.
Yeah.
Project out now. And see you guys next Sunday. Peace out.
We